What's up, guys? My name is Kyle Benjamin, but you guys will know me as Adrian Thorne. I'm 16 years right now, but it's my dream to get up there and win the WWE Championship. So, my character, Adrian Thorne, his nickname is the Twisted Terminator. And even though he's not very big, he makes you mad, he makes you make mistakes, and then when it gets to the match, he'll out-wrestle you, he'll break your spirit, and he'll win. Now, this character is obviously designed to be a heel, and the entire point of the character is that he remains very calm in situations that make people very mad, so that he has the emotional advantage on his opponent all the time, because while they're mad at him, he is very calm, collected, and ready to beat them down. Now, for me personally, this character is actually derived off of Randy Orton's Legend Killer and like Apex Predator kind of 2009 era, when he went like completely bald and he started punt kicking everybody, because that was by far my favorite wrestler of all time. Now, my favorite wrestlers are Randy Orton, especially when he was younger, and this guy named Cara Noir. Now, Cara Noir is by far my favorite wrestler, because one, he's exactly like me, in that he's 6 feet tall, he's white, he's got blonde hair, so I can imagine myself in his shoes all the time. Also, his entrances and his attires really fascinate me, because he gains so much traction as a wrestler without having to speak, and only letting his in-ring skills do the talk, which is incredible for me. And then also, his ballet background makes him so elegant in the ring that you just can't help but watch. You know, I started watching him right after Progress Wrestling came back from their Peckham era, and he was one of my favorite people to watch because he was so good at wrestling, and his martial arts style where he jumps around the ring, he kicks you, and he'll beat you down is one of my favorites. Another one that is very much based off of is Ilya Dragunov, one of my favorite wrestlers, and I think one of the most underrated wrestlers in the entire WWE right now. Now, Ilya Dragunov, essentially, he just loves pain, and he's super intense, and that's what my character wants to emanate. You know, someone who's just super intense, and he loves hitting people, he loves beating people up, and he loves breaking them, just like Dragunov did. I love Dragunov's run in Progress when he went up against people like Pete Dunne, Jordan Devlin, and Walter. It is incredible. Also, one of my favorite wrestlers as well, Walter or Gunther nowadays, but his style of just slowly beating them down with basic mat techniques, and you know, everybody loving him for that, really like inspires me to try and do the same with my wrestling. Now, I know a lot of my bigger moves are explosive, but that's the point. If you guys have been watching my series on, you know, doing my favorite wrestling moves until BDE responds, you'll see that a lot of my moves are very explosive that I like to do, but that's because they're my finishing moves. After I've beaten them down, after they're physically exhausted, I pull out these explosive moves that just make them feel like I've got so much left in the tank that there's nothing they can do. Alright, enough of that. Here is my Mount Rushmore. This one's a little bit controversial. The first one is Hulk Hogan. I know he's not a great person, and I know he's done a lot of bad things, but his assistance in the business and the way he boomed wrestling, he has to have a spot on there. Second one is Shawn Michaels. He revolutionized the way wrestling is done, and it went from something where you're very grounded and it's very slow paced until you hit a big move and everybody goes wild, to being pretty fast paced with suicide dives, jumping off the top rope, and everything that he did to build this industry into like the fast paced, high tempo environment that it is. My third one is John Cena. Now, I know there's other people you can put on here like Austin and Rock, but John Cena, I think, is the biggest pop culture hit that WWE has had since Hulk Hogan. And it is undeniable that what he's done inside the ring and outside the ring has helped millions of children immensely. And my final one is Randy Orton. Randy Orton is by far my favorite wrestler, and his brutal kind of heel style really, I think, popularized the ideas of having these heels, but people loving them. And I think that without Randy Orton in the business, there wouldn't be no John Cena. There wouldn't be Roman Reigns. There wouldn't be so many of these faces that got pushed so hard because they didn't have that heel and that energy that Randy Orton brought to the ring. Anyways, this is my introduction. I'm Kyle. You'll know me as Adrian Thorne. See you guys later. Bye-bye.